Remember how I've said that I really don't like buying bottles? That really I'm happy in a sample only fountain pen life? Well, we've turned a corner. Hi friends, welcome back to my studio. It is ink log month. I've been doing them every other month, and this month I'm going to be doing 30 inks, 30 days, which I wasn't planning on doing because it seems like a lot of work, but I've come up with an idea that really excites me, and so let me show you what I got. So this is my order from Birmingham Pen Company. I'm splitting it with a couple friends, so it's a lot of ink and a lot of bottles, but I will only be keeping about half the volume, maybe even a little less. So I'm not going to do a full unboxing here because we're going to do the inks, but I got the dilution solution, and I got 800 ml bottles in these Atom Ink Element Keystone formula bottles. These are specifically designed to be mixable. So what I've decided is to ink each of the 7 colors. I also have black, but I won't do that. Each of the 7 colors in a fountain pen for the beginning of 30 days, 30 inks, and then each week add a little bit of a different mixing color to each converter and mix it in the pen essentially. And so every week we'll have variation. So this is the red one, Ladybug, and it'll start pure red, and the next week I'll add a little bit of something. I don't know what yet. We'll find out. And it will shift. And then the next week it'll shift again. And the next week it'll shift down. That, to me, strikes me as a very fun way to do 30 inks, 30 days. Okay, I have inked them all and gotten the resulting inky fingers. Overall, we had no disasters, which I am surprised by, but you know, ink still happened. All right, I have arranged these now in order. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to fill out the first week. It's not going to be because September 1st is not on a Monday. It's not exactly how I imagined it, but it will be fine. So I'm going to start actually with my last 3, so in rainbow order. So in my Sailor Pro Gear Slim, I have hibiscus. So all of these are going to be, I think, very concentrated colors. You know, I'm not mixing them. So here at the beginning, they're not going to be particularly nuanced colors, although I do enjoy that. It's probably not gonna, these kinds of colors often don't show up well on camera, but they're probably not going to be as nuanced as mixtures would be, as you can imagine, but that's fine. This is Electron, so darker blue, a little bit of red sheen. I think we'll find out. Yeah, I got ink on me. Like, I don't enjoy filling pens. Like, usually I use a syringe into the converter, or just the converter. I don't usually dip the section in because I think it's messy, and I don't care if I don't get like a really full fill. Generally, I did put a pretty full fill for all of these. But it's messy, and I don't care for it. This one I'm particularly excited about. Let's see if it's anything interesting by itself or if it's mostly a good component. This is sterling silver. Oh, I didn't say what my pens were, and nor did I put it in here. Here, I'll do that at the bottom. This is my Jinhao X850, I think, with a fine nib. So my idea is that as we go down the month, like each of these colors will become variants on each other. I like the sterling silver. It's like slightly green blue undertones, but pretty gray. I like that. I'll have to see what it's like to write with. In general, I find that Birmingham inks have really nice flow to them for the most part. So, appreciate. I'm a little afraid there's a little residue in that. I think this is the truer color here at the bottom. This is BPC, Tom Ink, and this is Ladybug. Nice true red once you get rid of what was already in there. I did purposefully, I'll do that at the end, purposely try to match the inks to the pen colors, mostly because I think that'll make it easier to identify what's in each one. I don't usually ink this many new pens at a time. So this is Tiger Lily. It's a very warm, so that means kind of orangey yellow. They are working on a cool yellow, like a more true yellow, I believe, but it has not launched yet, and that will be key to this collection at some point. This is Saltwater Taffy. I am doing some fun inks. Oh man, I'm talking. Some fun nibs. Too, because why not? And because I'm hoping to film a video talking about my specialty grind nibs. Interesting. We'll have to keep an eye on that. This is tea berry ice cream. I will report back on what it's like to write with that one later. So those are all my colors. Obviously there are no greens, ostensibly no oranges, but this one leans orange, and no purples yet because these are essentially primary colors. I didn't do the black. I will do that later. Let's go ahead and fill these in, and I can tell you what pens are, what the nibs are. Although if you hang around my channel, a lot of these pens will be familiar to you. This is the Benu Euphoria in Armenian. And you'd think I would learn how to spell pomegranate by now, but I haven't. And this actually has a TWSBI fine, which I spelled wrong, but here we are. This one is new on the channel, unless I post a video about it before I post this one, which is possible. This is my Sailor Pro Gear in Christmas Tea. And thank you to the viewer who gave me the tip on my other Sailor video that these were on super sale. I acted swiftly, and I'm extremely glad I did. I really like that pen. This is from Heinz Pen. It's a purple ribbon, and the nib in it is an all in the nib custom ground medium cursive italic with a slight oblique. Custom ground just for me. This one, which I'm hoping is going to behave. Let me try. Sometimes the flow on this isn't everything I need it to be. So this is a retrofit vintage nib. So this is my Jason Neal Penworks Spring Blooms. It's also worth noting that I just washed this pen out, and so there's probably residual water in it. This is my Waterman 100-year nib that was retrofit into a Yowo number 6 nib housing. I really love that, and it got better as I went. I think it'll be fine. It tends to be a wet nib, and sometimes there is a little bit of flow problems, which I just kind of attribute to the fact that it was retrofit. And I think the guy who did it did a great job, but it's kind of a weird thing. This is the Sailor Pro Pure Slim Spring Rain with the medium fine nib. So I have to see what I think of having both hibiscus and electron inked. This is the Diplomat Magnum with a medium nib. I haven't had this inked in a while. Okay, so there we have our starting lineup for 30 inks, 30 days. My plan was to be like on the weekends I would do the whole next set, but obviously we're not doing weekend to weekend, so we'll figure it out. I don't know how often I'm gonna upload these, if I'm gonna wait for this till the end of the month, or weekly, or every 2 weeks. I haven't decided. You'll find out when you see this. So should I wrap the whole thing up? I'm gonna wrap the whole thing up now. I'm gonna post this video separately from the other stuff, and then you'll get weekly or bi-weekly updates from me on it. If you're interested in the Birmingham inks, I'll put their link below. They are currently only being sold in 100 ml bottles, which is a lot of mils, and they don't ship outside of the US. So that's a challenge, but because I love mixing and I love Birmingham inks, they're my favorite ink company, I went ahead and did it. I found a friend who was willing to split the bottles with me, which is really nice because I did not need 800 mils of ink, although I do like all of these colors, I have to say. My like on the ground first favorites are the Tea Berry Ice Cream and the Sterling Silver. I don't know that I have a pink quite like that. I have some bright pinks, but kind of more like the Saltwater Taffy than like the Tea Berry Ice Cream. They're all extremely vibrant, especially once you look at the part that's red and not the part that's contaminated. I think this is going to be a lot of fun, so stay tuned. Hit the subscribe button if you're interested in keeping up with everything. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this, and if you enjoy having inky fingers. And let me know, have you ever done 30 inks, 30 days? I'd be curious to hear what you think of the whole project. All right, bye friends.